Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. The Cornhuskers offense will begin backed up off that forward turn. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. And I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Makes the catch. It's dull. And they'll get him down that time.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And now the handoff. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch made on the out route. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Cornhuskers will try to keep this drive moving.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's an out route, the catch made. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. The Huskers lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Not much on that play, brought down short. Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
The Cornhuskers trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers. Setting the tone early for how about the execution opening drive of a conference championship game?
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Ducks offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
First down here for this offense. The shotgun running play call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. They bring it down to the 32-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Scanning the field. It's Havrisik. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands. But the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
And they've got the returner corralled. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Play action here on first down. Looking to scramble to his left. Catch made, a lot of space now. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Tight end goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Fights through the tackler. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And the Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Back to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's dull. And they get him down after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. And they get a drive going this time. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Back to throw. It's Havrisik. And it's complete downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. They attack the deep middle of this defense. Could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Back's got it again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Ducks line up with a first and goal. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Great job here on this sack by this linebacker from Nebraska, living up to the lofty expectations of what you think when you think about Nebraska and linebacker play. Not just stopping the run, but the ability to pressure the quarterback. They've had some great ones over the years.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles. But the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. Touchdown, Nebraska. No chance to catch it. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before they even get to the locker rooms.
And he's going to bring this out a couple yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. At the 20. At the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, you don't see this kind of play very often. That is coast to coast. This guy, with the speed that he has, when you get him into the open field, we know how dangerous he is. But it started at the line of scrimmage. Great blocks up front, initially to free him up, and then the rest is all about that speed.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they bring him down right at the 20. The Cornhuskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Well, they took a look just to confirm it, but it looks like they got it right on the field. After the review, the play will stay. And here comes a deep shot. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's got it at the 15. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
The extra point is good. It's 28-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Snags the quick throw. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. Third down here, time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Critical third down play for this offense right here. To throw, it's Haverson. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. The Ducks will line up to boot it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. No fair catch. He feels the punt. And the returner is brought down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Makes a quick grab. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Oh, the pass is picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Bringing pressure. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Ducks are going to cash in this red zone trip. First down, they're going to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Locates the tight end, is complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. Timeout is called a Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Send the back in motion. Dropping back. It's Havrisik. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Ducks.
I love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. They'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit and take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
He's going to take off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. A change of direction. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Illegal Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. One more play before they head to the locker room. Dropping back, it's Havrasik. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
The Huskers will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Havrasik. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Trying to extend the play. Quick completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab. To get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Looking to throw yet again. He'll take a deep shot here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Man, if I'm this offense, Chris, I stay aggressive. I know they didn't connect there, but keep testing this defense. Keep challenging them, because if you do connect on that one, it could be a game-breaking play.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Finally brought down, but it's an explosive gain. Ball all the way to the 21.
With this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
He's moving out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. And the beatdown continues. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but they ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Running back with the football. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
They're going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Oh, the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is finally made, but it's down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Cornhuskers trying to cash in here in the red zone. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? Touchdown, Huskers. And this one is getting ugly.
Just give this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Havrisik. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on their screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Shotgun formation here on third down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They'll run it here. Gets some space around the 30. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Gburg, Nebraska has the lead here. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll try the right side on the toss. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff heading left. Breaking, powerful running into the secondary. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Now it's second down here. Here's the handoff. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
And the Huskers will have 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Smith. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they bring him down. Blocker is not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
He's running out of time here. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he dumps it off to the tight end. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage, but, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Ducks. This offense really clicking.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35. It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here comes a handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The Cornhuskers offense is on the move now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Nothing better than an offense on first. Pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
We'll hand it off. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, spotlight gets even brighter. We're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.